Level 1. Ashigaru. You walk barefoot, your feet sore, like you used to in the rice fields of your village. The spear on your shoulder weighs nothing. You've carried heavier rice sacks, and your little sister when she had a fever. The spear is bamboo, with a cheap iron tip. The armorer laughed when he gave it to you. He said it would break on first impact. You march in a column of 300 men. Some are peasants like you. The samurai ride past on horseback. Their swords cost more than your village earns in a year. They don't look at you. To them, you are furniture. A supply cart arrives, and someone throws rice balls into the crowd. You catch one. You shove half of it into your mouth before someone can take it from you. Tonight, you will sleep in the mud beside 10,000 others. Tomorrow, you will march into the great valley to face the enemy. Level 2. Ronin. You've already had 2 drinks on a bad night in a gambling house when the ronin across from you decides he doesn't like your face. You move before you think. The knife buries itself in the wood beside you. The ronin draws his sword. 2 of his friends do the same. 3 ronin like you, samurai who lost their master and became wanderers. 6 months ago, you had a lord, a stipend, a name. Then your master backed the wrong side, and the shogunate erased his domain. All the vassals were dismissed. Vassals are samurai who serve a lord. Now you are a drifting man, guarding gambling houses for money and rice. Your katana slides from its sheath. The first man lunges at you. He's clumsy. You step aside and let his momentum carry him. Then you strike his arm. He drops his sword and stumbles. 1 down, 2 to go. They're more cautious now, circling you. 1 distracts you while the other attacks. You step toward him. Your blade finds the opening in his armor. He falls. 1 remains. He sees you favor your left leg because of an old injury. He comes fast, aiming for that leg. He presses you. You strike under his chin, and he collapses. You stand in silence. 3 men on the ground. The owner steps out, trembling. He looks at the damage, then at you. He reaches under the counter and pulls out a cord of coins. He needs a new guard. You take the coins. Nothing is your problem anymore except eating tomorrow. Level 3. Goken. The letter of appointment arrived yesterday. You read it 4 times. Goken. The lowest rank, yes. But you serve the Shogun now, not a regional lord. Your stipend is enough to rent a simple house in the capital and keep 2 servants. Barely enough to maintain your armor and your horses. Today, you enter the great castle for the first time. You pass through the outer gates with 40 other Goken. You all wear your best clothes. You all pretend not to be terrified. You kneel on tatami mats that probably cost more than your yearly stipend. A mid-ranking official reads your name from a scroll, confirms your appointment, dismisses you in the same sentence. You step back into the sunlight. A name on a list. But you are inside the machine now. Level 4. Hatamoto. 8,000 families hold this rank. Hatamoto means under the banner. It means your ancestors stood beside the first lord on the battlefield. Your stipend is substantial. Your house in the capital has 16 rooms. You keep servants, horses, and a second residence in the countryside. More importantly, you have the right to an audience. When you enter the castle, you do not kneel in the outer halls. You pass farther inside, toward the inner chambers. If the Shogun summons you, you see his face. Today's matters are dull. A budget dispute over misused funds. You sign your portion. You pass the papers to the next man. That is power. Not swords and battles, but paper, seals, and patience. Your son is 12. He trains with the best sword masters. He will inherit your rank, your house, and this boredom. Level 5. Tozama Daimyo. You are a lord, but the Shogun does not trust you. Your ancestors fought for the wrong family during the Great War. An arrow pierces the banner 15 centimeters from your head. Samurai crowd around you, shields raised. Bandits. Bold ones. They have attacked your convoy in the mountain pass. A second arrow bounces off your armor. You draw your sword. Your captain fights at your side. Stones and arrows rain down. A horse falls from the cliff. You have a choice: advance or climb. You dismount and climb the slope, sword between your teeth. A bandit appears above you, draws his bow, but hesitates. He sees your crest and realizes he is about to attack a daimyo. That hesitation costs him his life. Your captain's arrow strikes him down. 5 bandits remain. They see you, covered in mud, sword raised, and they run. You stand on the ridge, watching your convoy burn below. 14 vassals lost, 8 horses, and 3 carts of gifts meant for the Shogun. Level 6. Feudal daimyo. You sit at the head of the table, the council of elders in session. Across from you kneels a messenger representing a wealthy Tozama, an outsider to be wary of. Your ancestor stood beside the first Shogun, and you were rewarded for it. The messenger pleads for a permit to immediately repair a wall damaged by a storm. You look at the map and see a rebellion hidden behind a request for repairs. You dip your brush into ink. You refuse the request. The messenger leaves, defeated by a piece of paper. Level 7. Shogun. The audience hall stretches before you, a vast ocean of woven tatami mats. Paintings of hawks and tigers hang on the walls. You kneel on a raised platform at the back, looking down on everyone. Below, the most powerful lords in the country are lined up in perfect rows, their foreheads pressed to the floor. They are terrified. No one meets your eyes. No one has for years. If you frowned, a family 500 meters away could lose its lands. It is absolute and terrifying power, yet you have not left the castle grounds in 8 months. You have not walked a city street in 20 years. The last time you walked in your own garden, 40 servants followed you. There is no privacy here, ever. You are the most served man in the world. Your father died 3 years ago, your grandfather before him. You studied their records, their decisions, their mistakes. But none explain how to be a god when you still feel like a man. The daimyo leave walking backward, sliding on their knees, because turning your back on the shogun is forbidden. Servants emerge from the shadows to sweep the floors and prepare tomorrow's ceremony. You manage and make decisions for the entire country through the documents the ministers bring you. Outside these walls, 20 million people live under the systems your great-great-grandfather built.